Okay guys, let's do a wrap here. I've got the tuning condenser complete. Pretty satisfied with it actually. I'm not going to run it through the ultrasonic cleaner. I don't really think it's going to add any value to do so. And kind of hold it up here to the light if you guys can see this on camera. Looks like new money. This thing turned out really good. And this tie wrap here, I've got one of the fasteners out due to the rust on it. I had it in a separate baggie and didn't run it through. So I'm very pleased with the outcome. As you can see here. So one thing I wanted to share with you guys too, I've put clear coat on these frames in the past with success, and I've also just been using a rust inhibitor. At times I've used a wax, and in this case I use the Piclix 20. You guys have seen me use this before. It's a nice rust inhibitor, and you can spritz it on in a small bottle like this. Just a very misty coat, and then just take some forced air like this from a distance. You don't want to blow it off, you just want it to dry on. Another technique you can use is just grab a Q-tip and saturate it with the Piclix 20 and just rub over the frame and let it dry naturally. And that's what I've done. So I've coated this whole area best I could in here with Q-tips around this area, back in here by the gears, and the entire frame itself has a coating over it. Now I haven't put those mica pieces back in. I'll still need to do that and clean those up, and then I'm trying to remember, I think maybe the screws too will probably need to be soaked a bit and or replaced if they're not usable. So anyway, I just wanted to show you here show you that. Here's that top bracket piece, and it cleaned up really well also. And I may be able to actually shine this up some more if I need to, but I'm not really worried about that now. So let me show you where I'm at here. Here's the chassis itself. This is where I kind of left off in the other video. So you can see I've got a little bit of pitting right in this area, and more of the pitting was in this area here and over here. That's where I had those deep rust pits. I ended up having to use just a little bit more abrasive sandpaper in those areas with the navel jelly, and just a little bit of pitting here. So it's not bad. I've still got to pull these cans off and clean around them real well, and also, you know, polish them up best I can. So I'm not sure this thing's really worth, you know, going through the hassle of painting the chassis just with these small pieces of pitting. I'll probably again use the Piclix 20 over the top of this, or use some wax as a rust inhibitor. What do you guys think? You know, is it really worth the hassle to go back and paint this old chassis? I think these will clean up fair. They're not going to look as shiny and bright as this, but to give you some visual perspective of what this will look like. And I think I misquoted too earlier. I said the grommets themselves were wore out. I thought they were grommets that slid back in between these bars, but maybe they were. I mean, if somebody's watching, they've done another restoration, let me know, but I think they're no more than washers. So when I look at them individually, you know, you've got a rubber washer here, one on the back side, one on the back side, again one top side, one bottom side, and the measured, looks to be about 1/8 of an inch thick. This will give you some visual here, and I think what this will look like once it's all back together. And again, you've got this coil over here. I've got to get all the rust and everything off it. I'll take it loose, and here's that piece here. It sits down here. So yeah, I think it's coming together pretty nicely. From an aesthetic standpoint, there's lots of electrical issues to deal with some replacement wires. I noticed these speaker wires might be used up too. I'll have to take a closer look at them. You do notice I have the 2 electrolytic caps out, and my plans are to restuff those, assuming I can open them up and get all the gook out. So hey, that's all for now, guys. I just wanted to share that with you. Again, I use the Evapo-Rust in the crock pot just to keep it a little bit warmer due to the cold temperatures, and make it do its job. And then use some navel jelly here. I did use some of the Quick Glow products, some of the Mother's polish as well, and then finished off from the rust inhibitor here on the tuning condenser. Went with the Piclix 20 one-step metal prep, and a lot of elbow grease, so about 12 or 13 hours in what you see right now just to get to this point. Alright, well, thanks again for watching. I hope you found it entertaining at least. And again, for those watching, let's hope my wife again doesn't catch me using that crock pot with the Evapo-Rust in the tuner. That will not be good for me. Anyway, take care, folks.